guys, it's your girl Amber, and today we're gonna do a video that I honestly was very hesitant to make. Shannon tagged me in this video a couple months ago, and I thought about it at first, and then I was hesitant because I'm like, I'm in a relationship. But then when Ari again tagged me in it a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I am so secure in my relationship right now. And where I am right now, listen, I feel like I don't ever want to have any more exes anymore ever again. And I will be more than happy to be in this current relationship, para siempre. So I feel like I can do this video. But with that being said, I think that there's a little bit to learn from every relationship, especially with how I'm going to talk about them. I think that you guys will be able to hear the good in the relationships and also the bad that ultimately ended the relationship. Also, I am a big believer in feeling like people come into your life at different times in your life for different reasons. And I think that sometimes people are meant to come in and help you through a process or an obstacle or give you a different idea on life or think about things differently or just put your life on a different path in general, and not always are they meant to stay in your life. So I believe that with every relationship that I have, there's something to learn with those experiences that will help you with your growth process going forward. So I don't regret any relationships, whether they were bad, terrible, went through hellish shit or abusive or anything like that. I don't regret them because I feel like with each of those experiences, I have gotten to the place that I am now, and I feel like with all of the things that I've been through, I am a better person. So I don't regret those experiences and I choose to embrace them. I'm also the type of person that I don't believe in downing, putting down, disrespecting, or talking mess about any of my exes. I feel like they are a reflection of you or that person that you were at that point in time in your life. By you doing that, that just doesn't look good for you, bruh. Because at one point in time, you care for these people or you love these people or you spent a lot of time with these people. So if you can turn around and be like, I hate them because of this and that and this and that, it's just like, okay, so what was wrong with you for continuing the relationship with this person? So I don't want anybody to receive anything I said like that. So before I get into the meat of this video, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor. I have a sponsor in this video. Hey, look at the hustle game. I think it's a good time to talk about Opinion Outpost, which is a website where you can go on and fill out questionnaires or surveys for research companies that represent corporations because they need our opinion on different things like movies or products or services and different things like that. You get paid with cash, Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards, a lot of different things. So I encourage you to go and check it out by clicking the link down below and go make some extra money, girl, you feel me? Or guy, it's desperate times. We need to get out there and hustle, you feel me? So the link is down below, and thank you to Opinion Outpost for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's get into the video. So first I'm gonna talk about my first real love, and then I'm gonna move my exes around because I have a feeling you guys are keeping your ear out for someone in particular, and I'm not gonna make it easy for you guys. But like I said before, I respect all my exes. It just didn't work out. It is what it is. Dear my first love, I dated a few women before you, but you were my first adult woman relationship, and you were the first time I experienced being in love for the first time. You were my best friend before we really did anything, and it was just like one kind of drunk night where something happened and then we decided to go for it because of how amazing it felt at the time. That was also a challenge of ours going forward, but we tried really hard to make it work. I think ultimately I would have to say that during this time that we were together, we were more comfortable with being gay, but we weren't out yet. And with us being more comfortable with being gay, I think that both of us got attention from people and we didn't know how to handle it because it seemed like we kind of liked that attention. And I am definitely going to say that I entertained it a little bit too much. And I think with you feeling uncomfortable about certain situations and us being young and not knowing how to communicate and really talk, situations looked really bad, even though I would never cheat on you, and I don't think that you would either, but situations made it look that way. And I think with that, my anger issues and you being very stubborn, I think that those things had an impact on our relationship going forward. I was so happy with our relationship, and I was just so happy to feel comfortable in a relationship with a woman that I was ready to tell the world. And because of your background and your religious background, you chose to keep us in the closet for much longer, which I think ultimately really had an impact on us because I was ready to be free. I was ready to be out. And so it was the hardest heartbreak that I've ever gone through, and it took me so long to get over it. But I feel like once I did, I really found myself, and it put me on the right path of going forward to be the person I am today. I lost my girlfriend and my best friend, which was very hard to deal with, but I still appreciate the relationship and everything that we went through because I think I was able to take a lot of that and the pros and cons and the ups and downs and what did and didn't work from our relationship to make sure that those things didn't happen again in the future. So thanks. This next relationship was very unique because I dated 2 women at one time. I was kind of open about me dating one when another one approached me, and we had dated in the past before, and I allowed them to meet, and they also liked each other. And so from that moment, we continued to have a relationship, all of us together. I know it sounds crazy and I know it sounds like young or childish, but it wasn't. I feel like we were at that point in our life where we were trying to get out of our young ways and be adults, and we kind of all helped each other get there. I just look at the relationship like I had 2 beautiful best friends that I had a relationship with in very different ways, and I feel like we all balance each other in a way. And obviously it opened me up to a lot of different things, and I'm not just talking about sexually. I know your guys' minds are in the gutter right now, but they were both very different people as well as myself, and we all had different perspectives on life, and I feel like we were all able to open each other's minds. And I was at the lowest point at this point in time in my life, and I thank you both for making me feel like a king even when I was at rock bottom. So thank you to both you ladies. Dear ex, you were my longest relationship. I've never put so much effort and work into a relationship. I moved cities for you because I felt like this was something that could work or be something great. You were my first real relationship as far as going through the whole dating process and me not being friends with you before or knowing you before and literally just going on dates, getting to know each other. You were the first real relationship that I've had. And the way that I was so willing to put so much into the relationship, you were dating the best me possible. What was cool was I felt like we were partners in a lot of different things, so we were able to kind of benefit from those things together and do a lot of cool things or go a lot of places. We were kind of on our adult shit. At this point in time in my life, I had a lot going on because I was trying to maintain the corporate side of me as well as the other side of me and try to figure out how to be both or be able to do both or how to separate them. At this time in our life, we weren't really that close to our families, so I feel like you and I became each other's family, and I really appreciated that because I know that we both needed it. So in a way, I feel like we helped each other grow a bit. But as time went on and we started to have obstacles that would come up in our relationship, I felt alone. I felt like I was ready to conquer those obstacles and figure out whatever it took to kind of get over those. And I feel like you had other personal things going on inside of you that you weren't able to open up and let me in on. And so I've never felt more alone in a relationship. I feel like with those things that were going on with you, you pushed yourself away from us. And in that, I felt abandoned and I felt like I was alone because I tried so hard to be there for you and like to help you through whatever you were going through. And with you kind of pushing me away, I felt like I wasn't even on your list of priorities at all. I just felt like I wasn't that important to you anymore. So over time, I tried really hard. I tried probably the hardest I've tried in a relationship, and I just didn't feel like you were there with me or you weren't ready for the seriousness of this relationship. So after time of me trying and not getting what I needed from you, I felt like I started to push away until that point where it didn't feel like it mattered to me whether I was gone or not. So I had to put myself first and say that I deserve better than this, and I had to just ultimately let go. You are literally one of the sweetest people I have ever met, and I wish and hope the best for you going forward because I feel like you're amazing. You're a strong, independent woman, and I hope that you are happy in life and get everything that you deserve. This next relationship is tough because I feel like it was the same amount of great as it was terrible, and there was like almost not any in between, and it was a little bit crazy. This was probably the most passionate relationship that I have been in, and I have never been loved so much in my life. You showed me real love by showing me how I'm supposed to be loved or how I deserve to be loved. I've never been loved so much by someone, and it was like so apparent. But I feel like with that being said, if someone on the outside looking in could call our relationship abusive in a few different ways because of how crazy things could get, because of how passionate things were. You were such a strong personality that it was kind of hard to go around your feelings or talk or communicate with you, and which would frustrate me and shut me down. And so we just did not communicate well at all. We weren't able to change the things that would make it easier for us to communicate, if that makes sense. Even through your anger and your frustrations and a lot of times insecurities and wanting to kind of keep me in a box, even through those things, you taught me so much about myself, almost more than I could say about anyone else that has come into my life, because you not only picked me up and made me feel like I was worth everything in the world, but that you also helped me watch my own back, like weed out the fake people or the people that shouldn't be in my life and really protect myself. And I think that those are things that are a solid foundation within myself nowadays, because within the relationship with you, I found confidence. You bounced me back from a really bad situation and made me feel like I'm the shit, and kind of helped me find my style and my swag and myself. And you have done so much for me. How much you hurt me in so many different ways. I appreciate everything that you taught me and making me a stronger, more confident, and self-loving person. I feel like you found me in a time where we both kind of needed to grow up, and we did grow up, but we just grew apart. And you are married now, and I am so happy for you. And I'm so glad that we can still be cool, and I'm still cool with your family, and we can still be cool. And I'm so happy that you are in a relationship and you've found love and you're in a good place in your life. And I can honestly say that you have made me a better person today. So thank you so much. So that's it for the video, you guys. These were short letters to my exes because, like I said before, I don't regret anything. I feel like there's always something to learn and grow from, and I feel like I learned early on the do's and don'ts of a relationship, and that's why with all the rest of them that I talked about, I tried so hard. I communicated. I made sure that I didn't do anything to disrespect them or hurt them, because I respect these people that I care about. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about any of my relationships, or if you guys have been in the relationships that were similar. And tell me down below if you're currently going through this or you've been through this, and your ups and downs or struggles of these things, because I feel like we can all talk about these things, because sometimes we hold on a little bit too long in relationships, and we're supposed to let go because it can ultimately affect us negatively going forward, or not trusting other people, or not feeling that love is out there for us because of what we've been through in our past. So let's talk about it in the comments below. But I'll see you guys soon, because I have more videos coming out. I love you guys. Stay amazing, and I'm gonna see you soon. Peace.